Alright, so that last game just ended on time. 1300. Man, there goes that Sicilian. That's not very fun to play against. That's a risky run with opening with e4, as you may end up having to play against the Sicilian. This guy's a high-ranking player, so I need to kind of be on my best behavior. I do want to kind of simplify the board, especially with a stronger player or against a stronger player. Yeah, by using this little side piece here, he's managed to get more center control than I have. Where to put the bishop? I haven't decided yet. So he's blowing a hole right in the center of the board. Oh, nice. Nice little pin there. Nothing I can throw in front of it. I don't want to pin the queen to the king. He just got me with one pin. It'd be horrible if I let him get me with a second one. So yeah, these higher ranking players are really good at just turning these small advantages. It's still a piece exchange. It's not a huge mistake, but I mean they lock on to those small, I'll call them small weaknesses in the position, and they just pick up a bunch of those over time and turn that into a crushing endgame. I don't know what he's threatening here. My pieces are pretty cramped here too. Start with a blockade. This almost frees my king to start coming over. So when this pawn comes down, he moves out of the way and this pawn becomes weak. Is there any way to get... try to be sneaky. I can't take there. I should get this king over before he moves that out of the way. Couldn't get there in time. Is pinned. I think that was a little unusual move. I'm not exactly sure why he did that. The pin here he can't take. Maybe a slight mistake on his part. He still can't take. That's losing the queen. I'm gonna beat a 1300. Out fucking standing. Or am I running out of time? Is that what's going on here? He is like running out of squares. Kind of exciting. Resignation. Okay. Yeah, I was going to check and then swing over here, and eventually those guys are marching up the board. Yeah, it was just not that guy's day. One slight little mistake. I mean, this opening's super solid. I mean, for him, he got control of the center, which is kind of the reason people play that Sicilian c5 move. He did this. He did that. Let me go back one. That nice pinning the queen against the rook, which the higher-ranking players can spot those easier. That move, the queen backing up the bishop, I don't really understand what that does. He's got this pawn getting ready to march down the board, which ends up becoming a pain. And here there's some complicated things going on. Let me step back. If I had taken here, e takes d, or rook on e, rook takes d1, then he comes down, rook takes d1, and that's a back, well, then I've got to throw my bishop in front of it, and eventually it's a back row mate. My king has nowhere to go. So that's why I left the rook there kind of as a blockade, and I hoped to bring my king over, but I just waited too long, and I can't get there because now the pawn's blocking that f1 square. And here, I think overall he might have there. I don't know what he was doing. I think he started his attack. Someone, I'm not sure who, some chess guy said to, and that's just, I don't know how he can. Someone at his level shouldn't have missed that. But some really smart guy in chess said. Basically, to build up the attack, to get all your pieces involved, and then only once every other piece is ready to go, and you've done everything you can to make the attack as crushing and as effective as possible, then start the attack. So it seems like maybe he had started his attack a little too early. But anyways, that game was just subtle. Subtle mistakes that were putting me behind, and then subtle mistakes on his part that allowed me to get the upper hand. So that doesn't happen very often, that I beat a 1300. Pretty cool that I got it on tape. So we'll stop this one and we'll do another one, and then now I'll probably get beat by level 1000. But that's the way the game is.